hello. Huh. Good, good. Alright. Well, this is an unexpected stream, so I do not. I don't think I'll see a bunch of viewers, but let me get started with what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks. So the first thing that I'll be doing is changing up my schedule for 2 times a week because I'm already trying to fit too much into my schedule. Uh, had to take a week to think about everything, but also figure out some things that I was going to do to begin with. Uh, but I am actually working on now 4 comics because I didn't have enough comics. But no, for this comic, I will be writing the story first, and I will show you a little bit of that and read it to you. So there will be a little bit of reading of what I'm trying to do for all my different points of contact. But no, I have 4 comics. I have the Despa, which I believe is the World of Cards. Let me see. I'll be right back. I'll put you back on the logo. 1 second. Thank you. Alright, I'm back. Okay. So here's my sketchbooks. So the thing is, I have many different projects going on. This one right here, uh, I'm just making sure it focuses correctly. So this one right here is, uh, it's my card deck. It's Hilotef, yeah, card. So this is basically a part of my card deck series. So I am trying to do my cards again. I know I've been on and off on a lot of my different projects. Hey, you try concentrating when you want to paint, you want to draw, but you also want to record everything and show it to everybody. See how hard that is. But not only that, you want to paint, you want to write the story, you want to draw, you want to animate it, you want to create something like this. So these are my Valentine's Day, bookmarks. Um, of course, I print these out myself and cut them out. But these are the ones that I made for one of my most recent events. I'm still trying to figure out a really good event to go to well showcase my art. Uh, Other than just the simplest of things. But no, I really do love drawing. I do love painting. I do want to make my comics, my cards, and all that stuff. The only difference is it's going to take a lot of effort from me and a lot of effort from everybody else to help me out. But no, I'm crypto mining too. But the thing is, the reason why I'm crypto mining is the reason why I'm still here. So, hey, don't. I know it's not financial advice or anything like that. No, I get into situations where crypto mining hurts me and helps me at the same time. So, it's just as stressful as art is for me. But I do love them both. But with crypto mining, I just set it up in the garage and I don't touch it. The only thing that I do have to replace every so often are maybe fans, but eh, that's a small expense. Sometimes the fan may end up being $100 though, but hey, it's a fan. But hey, so I I wanted to get this across that for my streams now that what I will be doing is I'll actually try to move on towards Clip Studio. Uh, you may not see them colored or anything like that, but Clip Studio does keep everything in vector files, and it just has a smaller file size. Um, I do want to try to use Clip Studio in future revisions of all my artwork and all that stuff, just because I'll have to retrace them and redraw them and make them sharper and eventually put them in a book. So they kind of need to be high enough resolution. Same thing with my cards. Cards, they're they're most likely just going to stay cards, and what I'll probably do in the end for every a normal deck is 52 cards in a deck, but there will be 56 in every single one of my decks, and I'll have 3 decks as well. If you do wish to support me, I do have a Patreon as well, and that will help me out with trying to just focus on what I really want to do. I want to write, I want to draw, I want to paint. Um, I do want to sculpt, but with all the stuff I already have, I really don't have any time for that either. So, no, I do want to do all these different things, and that is mostly the process that I'm trying to figure out at this moment. Because I'm trying to do something as one person, and the thing is, whenever I write a story, I know my story. No matter what story it may be, I know it by heart. Every time, all I have to do is write the first chapter, and I know exactly how it begins and how it ends. Don't ask me why or how. I'm just one of those people who understands the story from beginning to end, including every single one of my stories that I still haven't written down. But I do want to also tell you that when I finish writing at least 60 chapters, and each chapter is basically a scene of the story, so it's not going to be the full chapter. It's not going to have pictures or anything like that. The only picture that you'll see is probably the cover. So the cover is the only thing that will actually have a image on it, but everything else will not have an image. So it'll just be words of descriptions of what I'm talking about. But when I do draw it, and I will draw it eventually, it's just I have to at least get that out there to get some revenue, to get some support, and I really do hope people support me on this. But let me get to it, and I'll talk about my new story. But there are 4 stories that I'm working on. So the first one is Despa. Nope, not the right one. Chained by Fate, so this is my Chained by Fate. Is there something that has... So this is document camera, not the right one. Tablet, startup, Elgato HD. No. So we'll just go with main camera. That's fine. I'm not really sad about that, but yeah, no. This is my Chained by Fate sketchbook. So these are my sketches of every single character that I will introduce in the beginning. I don't put in background characters. This is my storyboard. I don't have my document camera set up, so let me do that. Just give me a second. It's going to be a little bit messy today because I'm still trying to clean up a bunch of stuff. So, bear with me. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Yes, this is my document camera. So, here. Alright. Power. And can I switch it? Oh, I cannot. Okay, so let me do one thing. Document camera. Watch tech stream. I Pivo. Okay. Sorry about that. Alright, so let's turn on the light. It's gonna be a little bit different this time, but just bear with me on that. There we go. It's clean enough. Alright, well, let's get started. So let's do this one. Yeah, a little bit too much there. Just trying to find the best resolution for me to deal with all of this. Okay. There we go. Alright, that should be good enough. So, there, okay. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Alright, so this right here, yes, is my sketchbook where I have all my drawings of, well, every aspect of what I'm working on, what I'm doing, every different character that I'm going to implement, even some that I haven't implemented yet. But this is my storyboard. This isn't the story that I'm talking about, but this is Chained by Fate. It is one of my stories that I'm trying to finish. And for Chained by Fate, I will have it up on Webtoon later this month. I am working on the progress of that. But then I'm working on my cards too. And then this is Despa, which is a bit more complicated because I'm introducing different cards, different story persona, the backgrounds, the background of the background. That's kind of all I have right now for Despa. So Despa is going to take a while because I will link all the stories together, and this new one that I haven't even spoke of just yet is one of them. And yeah, these sketchbooks I can't find anymore, so it's going to be annoying trying to move to a new sketchbook, but hey. And then this one is Corieste, which is another story I'm working on. And this is a story about the guardians of a planet far long gone by now, but yeah, no, this is just my rough draft, and I'm going to have to redo it because the story's not good enough for me. Same thing with Despa in the World of Cards. That is a story that I'm going to have to work on. Chained by Fate, it is fleshed out more than the others are. So is this new story, which begs the question. If I write it out, write this story, the storyline, and all that stuff, everything will be fleshed out a little bit better. But let me at least show you real quick. Let's go back to the tablet. Let's go to the tablet screen. So this is the story I'm working on. Bilatid Nur, the Cursed Witch. Upon one day of a full moon rising, an incident took place. Every witch around the world was cursed, with the horrors of unable to control their magic and attacking their loved ones. Blur is one witch that was looking to find the ones responsible for this. She has an understanding of whom it might be, but join her in find out who it is. It'll be a fantasy crime mystery story. And chapter 1 is all I have right now, but it is called The Curse. This is more of the backstory here. And this world, and when I put it in a book or anything like that, this will show, I will show basically a little bit of everything on my backstory and all the different things of what I do for each of my comics. Of course, there will be more content on Patreon, I just haven't been able to. I'm the only one who's working on all my stuff at once, and it would be nice to have some help to find people and, well, help me out. But I'm a solo person trying to make all this work. You try that. You can see why I'm tired and a little bit of... But, yeah. So, here's how the story begins. Every day I have to hide from the world because of the calamity that befell all of the witches. Not one of us was affected from this. Over half of the witches were jailed for a crime they had no control over. Oh, by the way, my name is Blur. Right now I am speaking to you from the shadows. The instant that I'm talking about is the day that they shot at them with tears in their eyes. None of us had even the slightest bit of, well, I already messed up. But yeah, right now I'm speaking to you from the shadows. The instant I'm talking about is the day that every witch around the world hurt their loved ones, friends, and companions because they shot them at them with tears in their eyes. None of us had even the slightest bit of control of our hands or magic. Luckily, the lucky ones were the ones that hurt the closest to them, but the unlucky ones were the ones that shot down their loved ones. I feel sorry for them because most of them were stuck in a state of shock after, like the world hasn't seen. My luck, I'm really tired and out of it today, but my luck may have been a curse though. I've been alone most of my life, so I couldn't have hurt anyone except my house. I was able to hold it back mostly. Yeah, I still need to adjust the grammar. And my house blew up. No one would have noticed me because I kept to myself. After that day, I just want to find who was responsible for doing this, because this wasn't not natural. I want them to pay for what they've done. Unlike the others, I have a clue to whom this was. On my table is a letter that says, "I finally found you after all these years. I'll be waiting for you on the day of the full moon. But if you do not show, then you will understand my pain." It was also dated a day before the full moon, for a meeting time at 12 p.m. Yeah, I there's still some words I need to move around. I thought that this was a joke, so I ignored it. But I really wish that I hadn't. So this is one of the stories that I'm working on. Yes, I'm an artist too, but You can pause it and read it, but I'm not going to show you the whole story. Yeah, you can look at all my devices. Lovely. So, let's see. And I will remove a few things out after the stream ends. So let's see. We now go into Clip Studio. Hopefully it works this time. I've just been having trouble with it. Whenever I'm using a actual capture software, it tends to bug out on me. Don't know why. Oh, wrong thing. Let's Clip Studio Paint. There's a reason why I do that, but Yes, and look at my mini drives. No, I just don't like to combine anything and have it all in one, because then they'll hate me. That it's just something I don't really want. All right, so let's open recent. So this is what I'm working on. So here she is. I'm not going to do anything for Valentine's Day. I know I should, but it's just one of those days where I just want to show my art. So let's see. So where's the letter? There it is. So this is the letter that was sent to them. Yes, it is in Diphraean, a language that, of course, I know, and not very many, well, I don't know who else would know it. But yeah, this is the language that I will be going for in my comic, in every comic that I write. So this is the comic of Blur the well, not Blur the Witch, but the Cursed Witch. And this is her grimoire, also in Diphraean. But yeah, no, whenever I write anything through comics and all that, this is more of what I will show. So, but this is Blair. I'm still working on her and trying to get her to match the way I want it. Let's see. Still adjusting on a few things. Gonna do a little bit more drawing, but I do. So this is what happens whenever I. So. Okay. So there's a thing that I found out every single time I deal with it. It annoys me. But I have to open my applications, have to scroll down to the... So I have an XP Pen tablet display, and I do love this, but when I'm dealing with Mac, so many issues. But I have issues with every single computer, so that's not really any of the issue. Alright, let's see. We are looking for Pen Tablet Display. There we go. And uninstall. Why do you think I'm uninstalling my Pen Tablet Display? Because it's not working. I'm gonna move this over so you can't see it. There we go. So now the pin tablet display is deleted. Now we go back to downloads. Yes, I have a bunch of my downloads. Open downloads. And yeah, there's... Now I'm trying to look for the right one for this. Adobe Organize. There we go. So this is the... And how I know which one it is the one that is the macOS Big Sur. So this is a previous XP Pen tablet display that I've had for about 10 years. It still works. Haven't had any issue other than I do have to have it constantly powered to a power source. Otherwise, it turns off with my computer. I need it always on. But alright, let's see. We just open. We agree. And we move the pen tablet over to applications. And we should be done. And then we open the pen tablet. Yes, I have to do this every single time that octagon pattern shows up. Come here. You come over here. There we go. And open. Open. We wait a few moments. Alright, so we exit out of that. We exit out of the XP. Yeah, it doesn't show on the XP Pen Tablet display app, the new one. So we reopen the Pen Tablet display. And it should show up. There we go. And I always adjust my pen output to... Come here. Okay. I'm going to exit out of that. Reopen it again. Sorry, some things just don't work. There we go. So I always adjust this like this. And we should be set. Okay, let's exit out of that. And now it's just slow, which, yeah, it's fine. But now it works. I did want to show this on another stream or something like that, but no. So I do have to adjust the hat. So the hat actually has to be angled in a way where it circumferences the head and whatnot. Alright, and then for the body and all that stuff. So yeah, whenever I'm dealing with multiple different things, and so when I turn off the stream, it doesn't do that. So it's normally this smooth, so I can't really sketch when my streaming software is on. So quit. So I'm not going to save this right now, so, but yeah. Alright, let's see. I'll have to do that again whenever I do anything on this. So that is one of the reasons why I still use Adobe software, is because I have no I have no issues. I have qualms with Adobe software. I've always had qualms, because it does like anything. Adobe has issues with I have issues with the fact that they are charging a monthly subscription without it. For what I want out of Adobe, all I really want is the Illustrator and Photoshop. That's all I want. I don't want anything else. I just want Illustrator and Um, well, Illustrator, and Photoshop, plus all the iPad apps for, well, all the basic iPad apps for Adobe. I don't want any of the Adobe Photoshop on the iPad, Illustrator on the iPad. I don't need that. To me, that it was more unnecessary for anything of that. It's recovering something. Oh yeah. So you can have a look at what I'm working on. So this is I'm working on multiple different cards. This is basically the card set and how I actually make my cards. So I am working on the kings. The kings are one of the sets that I am working on. Uh, this will be the king of spades. Yeah. Sorry, whenever I adjust things, they don't come across in the way I want it in the beginning. So this will be the king of spades. And I will most likely adjust this, but more so on the lines of this is his hair, and that's mostly why it's like that. But yeah, no. And I'll adjust his eyes a little bit later. And ears. Because whenever I draw an ear, they don't really show up very well whenever I reproduce it on the computer. And yeah. And I did draw these quite a while back, so I am not changing any of my drawings for, well, any of my cards. They will stay as they are, for the most part. So the kings, the queens, all that stuff will most likely remain the same. But yeah, no, he just like yeah, unlike the other ones, he's going to be the beefy king in a way. So, no, I made a muscle. I made him muscle bound on purpose, more so to stay in the line of what I was doing for this guy anyway. So you are going in spade. Okay. I thought I put that in something, but I guess I didn't. But yeah, no. The kings that I'm working on: spade, heart, diamond, clover. Did I not draw clover? I guess I didn't. Sorry, it takes a moment. But no, no, just king of diamonds, king of spades. I guess I didn't put in. Whoops, my bad. But yeah, no, I'll be working on all of these different things. But no, I just wanted you to have a glimpse in into what I'm actually doing with all my artwork. And eventually you will actually have playing cards to actually play them with. I do have the holiday ones as well. Uh, if you do want to purchase any of my digital images, you can print them out at an Office Max, Office Depot, or anything like that. But the thing is, you can purchase it from me. It will cost about just as much, but the thing is, if you want to make it a poster, I'm not going to stop you on that. But if you're going to just do a print or something like that, that's fine. Uh, and every print that I do, that I print, is printed by me or by a company that I trust to have it printed. But the cards will be in the making, and all these other different projects I will start on as well. But I did want to do her for Valentine's Day, but for the most part, I just wanted to put this out there just to show people that I am doing something. I'm not. I'm not just sitting by and doing nothing. She will eventually become part of something. Still not quite sure. We'll see her in the future, but no, I really want to work on all the different aspects of what I'm trying to do. I am working on my cards, so don't fret about that. I am working to get everything done. All these cards, all these things, and I'll make their outfits look really, really nice. I also have to study up on what royal outfits actually look like and all that stuff. I do my research for all these different things just so that everything goes together very well. And then when I'm going to draw the alternate deck, I'm going to change the queens, the kings, the jacks, the aces. So you'll have different face cards. 1 through 10 will remain the same in these newer decks. The jokers will also remain the same because I'm not changing the jokers. The jokers, they're bonus. I'm not going to go out and change the jokers. If there is a demand for it, I will change the jokers in the alternate deck. But in the zero deck, every single card will be redone as well. So, just so you know, those will be the decks that will have that I'll be starting with. Any of the other decks that I will be doing in the future are future plans that are put on hold for at the moment. So I'm not working on any other decks other than those three. And if you do wish to support me on Patreon. And I just wanted to get my thoughts through today, and I really do hope that, well, everyone understands and supports me on my journey of trying to do my art. I paint. I will do commissions and all that stuff. If you do want to contact me, all my contact information is down below. So I do think for those who do join me during these things, but this was mostly just the talk of what I'm doing, what I'm working on, and what I'm setting forth. I didn't draw anything on this Valentine's Day. I'm really sorry about that, but I did at least create something for Valentine's Day. I haven't put it up. I'm trying to create my store and all that stuff, so be looking out for that, and I will show you a little bit later of all the stuff that I have for sale, including my digital work, digital prints, and all that stuff. And I do hope you have a happy rest of your Valentine's Day. Thanks for joining, and This is Tech Artist signing off. Thank you.